You're on the one. I'm going to take one of the ones they kind of have a background for. Lucian's army, you lost their faith, claimed countless innocents. Now you're a lone wolf mercenary. Your mission? Kill Lucian's son.
Once I was a crusader for the Divine Order. I pledged my life to Lucian the Divine. The war changed everything. He sent me to save the elves I grew up amongst. I arrived too late. Lucian ordered the use of Death Fog against the Black Ring, annihilating everyone I once knew in the process. Now I'm a mercenary killer, one of the infamous Lone Wolves. And my next target is none other than Lucian's own son.
So that's an assassin, basically. You're a musician, performer, star, and host. That's a bard, basically.
All my life, I've been a performer, a musician, beloved and celebrated by all. But I have a secret. I'm also a playground for sprites and spirits and worse. The voice that rings inside me now is darker than any that came before. Almost caused a bunch of my fans to rip each other to pieces. But you can trust me. I've got this under control.
You look a bit like a wild
Step one,
card.
find out who or what is trying to take control of my mind. Step two, make it sorry it ever tried.
Oh, sounds a bit weird. Red Prince, Debile. Save no longer. That's a custom dwarf again. I'm going with him. Hey, cool. It looks cool. Preset. Pin down. Deal 47 crippled damage. Set crippled for 1 turn. Please. 7 earth damage. Yeah, cool. We're going with Ifan Besmet. Benest. I'm gonna have to practice saying his name out loud. Well, let me see. Is everything being set? Yeah, everything has been set. Yeah, cool. I'm done with character creation.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned.
Why?
I was shackled and collared and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
Okay.
The things I do to complete a contract.
Yeah, indeed. 5 new journal days. Journal. Let's see. Best met. I find best met. Price Silverclaw of the Lone Wolves en route for Troy as an undercover operative. I bear an assassination contract with details of my target, Bishop Alexander of the Divine Order. Magisters. Though he is a sorcerer and bears a Source Scholar, Bishop Alexander continues to lead the Divine Order, as if he is the son of Lucian, and it is widely assumed that he will succeed him at the next Divine. Chapter 1, the Meriwether. Lucian the Divine, champion of the 7 gods and savior of Rivellon, is dead. He sacrificed himself to defeat the forces of the Void, leaving his son Alexander to preside over the next chapter of Rivellon history. But Lucian's sacrifice did not buy peace. Instead, the years that followed were plagued by the menace of Void Woken. These beasts are drawn to source magic and left death and destruction in their wake. Eat this real quick. Nothing important. And don't bother one. Stay with it. Quiet for an hour. Okay. Incapable of wielding the divine powers that his father had at his disposal, Alexander resorted to the harshest measures in order to stop the Void Woken. A great pogrom has commenced against the sorcerers. Those who show the most skill in the manipulation of the source, encouraged by the sorcerer. One of such colonies for Troy, so that's troubled waters. We are sorcerers. Being transported to Port Joy, an ancient fortress on a remote island where magisters of the Divine Order have established an interment. I am bound by the magical color that cannot be removed. Okay, cool.
Ah, you're up there. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Good Magister, salute and report for duty on the good ship. Also look warily and wonder what damnable dungeon you ended up in this time. Take your leave.
The good ship Meriwether. But you can stand at ease there, Private. You do realize you're not in any army here, don't you?
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits. And if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good. Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those Source spells of yours? See what happens.
Ivan, you recall power building up inside you. Remember the wolf of your soul manifesting. Unleash it!
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
My, look at the concentration on your face. All will, but no result. There you have it, see? The collar's function. It neuters you, of sorts. Makes you unable to cast Source. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
Securely, and be pissed off.
Bloody murder. Looks like someone's hit the Hall of Echoes a little early.
A young Magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass. Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
No lesions, no trauma. He was bled by magic.
Avoid looking into the room between the lurching ship and the smell of blood. You feel a little sick. Peer in the room and ask what happens. I'm going to peer into the room.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does.
Ask if you can, if you could lend a hand in the investigation. Ask if he knew the dead man. Boss always does. Ask if this sort of things happens often, my friend. Nod and walk away, your head down. If they realize who you are, you'll win yourself a trip to the top of their suspect. Color or no.
Oh my, these spelling sorts are strong stuff.
No known associates. In fact, he seemed quite averse to... Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwoken followed the source that did this.
She wasn't this man protector, she was this captor. Ask why she's letting you supposed to crime scene. For all she knows, you could be the killer. Yeah, the second one sounds...
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
Well, that's a trick you haven't quite mastered yet, or that's...
I thought as much. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
No, then say you'll let her know if you hear anything interesting. Say you're no snitch. Love, she really thinks you'd help a magister. You're someone who is keeping you on lock and key. Tell her the price is considerably higher than that. You'll leave. Let's go for the first one.
Thanks. I just want to catch whoever did this before they hurt anyone else.
Sounds reasonable. Ain't gonna make me popular with.
That can't be natural.
Ah, there you are. Husband. Would you please tell
Husband?
this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
Play along and take her arm with a grin. Tell the children they must be mistaken. Went at a lot of them. Who is Losa? Hey, she must have you confused with someone else. Look at the past, those dirty children. They seem like well enough press you. I'm going to do the first one.
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else. What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and get, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
Hey, that's true enough. Shake her hand, Lohse, you presume? Ask if she couldn't find a more age-appropriate companions. Say you're more concerned with survival than entertainment. Going to further with the first one, man. We need to do to make the best out of this trip.
You presume right.
Ask if she knows anything about the murder that happened on board. Tell her she ought to have a look around with you. You can watch each other's back.
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it.
You take care, though.
And ask if she knows anything about the murder that happened on
Nope.
board.
Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
You! Sorcerer! Blood? No! Go! Uff.
Okay, I can talk to animals. Let's talk to bees.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
Boy, tell him what to think twice addressing you like a child. Ask what you're meant to be hearing. Wave his request away and ask him what he knows about the murder on board. Boy.
He opens both eyes and turns his head toward you, looking you up and down. He smiles and closes his eyes once more.
You look like a boy to me. Listen if you're interested, or get gone if you aren't. The ship, of course.
Right, and listen to the sounds of a ship.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
Tell him the ship is moaning like a sick man. They say he sounds angrily, and like it's trying to capsize the ship. Remark that your shipmates are chatty as gulls. You can barely hear over them. Tell him you don't hear the ship is moaning.
Sick as a leper's cat. From the state of it, I'd say she's being cared for by a bunch of beardless babes who never loved anyone but their own mums. But there's more. Listen close.
Close your eyes and try to let the ambient sounds on the ship fade away.
There now, just like that. Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news.
Is it not that you heard it? What's it supposed to be?
It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn my beard. That means if we've been traveling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
Okay, tell him he shouldn't talk like that about about such a magnificent beard. Ask why he's so excited about reaching Fort Joy. You haven't heard anything good about that place.
No indeed, boy. But that ain't my final destination.
How come?
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
Cock an eyebrow if he's hatching up an escape plan you want in. Say nothing but look him over once before leaving. You may want to find out find him again inside for joy.
Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce. Well, well, what have we here? A fresh fish.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
Mumble through your clenched jaws. What on earth are you doing?
I'm inspecting your teeth, in case that wasn't spectacularly obvious. There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
No. Tell him you're quite the wizard in the kitchen.
Ah, music to my beleaguered stomach. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
Stick a thumb through one of the holes in the garb and provide, say, these provide cool in summer.
Yes, I can tell from your vagabond chic, a bag is as good as a shirt kind of style. I shouldn't be getting my hopes up. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
Say, most certainly have a personal pride. You're no stranger to combs, powders and perfumes. Cover up the dead. Rubbing your chin, tell him you're trying to recall last time you bathed. What month is this? You're tired of this game and tell him to bugger off. I'm going with the first one then.
The very basics then. I suppose that's a start. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you can cook and groom, but you have the fashion sense of a monkey in a clown suit. Still, beggars can't be choosers. So without further ado, I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave.
You're over the moon. Tell him you accept. Stare at him blankly. He thinks you're his what now? Tell him you've half a mind to punch him in the face. I'm going with the third one.
You should probably come to terms with the fact that you've half a mind, full stop. Rein in your impertinence, will you? I'm a fair man, but I won't spare the rod. Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach Fort Joy. Now shoo!
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tubers, too. Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep quiet long enough for me to listen.
Hey, your name is Ivan Bensmet. You know it's hard to pronounce.
The Divine Order wants to know. Well, you aren't here on my list. Scram, eh? We're trying to catch a killer here.
Well, good that my name isn't known.
It's a register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
Tell him you're fine. Say you've been through worse. Ask if he actually cares. Ask if he'd be fine, cold as like a dog and stuck on a ship hold with a corpse and a murderer. I'm going for it.
He tugs the collar of his uniform and chuckles.
Sorry you're upset, sir, but we all wear what we wear for a reason. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
What are you trying to hear? With those bolts trained on her, and if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
You seem on edge, officer. What on earth is the matter?
Murder monkey with those bolts trained on her,
and if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
Do you see, Mon?
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
I'm going to move the camera a bit, because good.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
Say yes, sir, and turn to leave. This murderer must be brought to justice. This may be the perfect opportunity to create mutiny. Tell the woman you stand by her. Address the sorcerer and ask her what she meant by there are others that whose lives must end. I'm going to third one, man.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
What?
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts Source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
What's happened?
That's not really. Take the bowl of wine. Let's take everything that's worth a bit. Fish effects unknown. Smells like hell, but it tastes like not starving into that. Bottle of wine. Another bottle of wine and a red snapper. Man, I'm going to take everything that's here. Look in the equip. Equip. My inventory. I'm going with the shift for now. I'm going with the shift for now. Okay. Requisition used to read. Requisition hold. Pumpkin seed flour 1 crate. Sunflower flour 1 crate. Turnips 3 crates. Cabbages 1 crate. Human ale half a crate. Use letter. Read. Then let's. Your target is none other than Divine Bishop Alexander, a leader of Divine Order. Get close and show our benefactor why the Silver Claw is the most feared amongst all lone wolves. For some aid with your mission, seek Magister Boris in the ghetto. Speak out our motto, Klaku Duma. To identify yourself. May the moon light your tracks. Boost unknown.
As soon as we get to Fort Joy, it'll be time to have words with this Boris fellow.
Hey Pelagius, how you doing, man? So yeah, I started a new character like I said. I'm going with one that they created specifically for playing this game. I think that might be the safest bet. I mean, it's also the most complete experience from what I read. those are all knocked down. Don't think there's much. Let me have a look. Chunk of flesh. Okay. Elves can eat limbs and experience memories of the person whom the limb belonged to. Oh god. Oh, that could be handy for figuring out who the killer was. Move forward. And buffering second. It's not buffering on my end. Come on, open up. Really?
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound.
I'm going to take the grinning skill. Watch out for fire though.
Nice haircut, Smiley. Nice haircut, Smiley. Nice haircut, Smiley.
Yeah, I can't take him with me. Small tome. I'm going to take the ancient with me, man. Some crimes like murdering or stealing leave a crime scene. Even if nobody saw you commit the crime, they may stumble upon the crime scene later and start investigating. So far it seems the most informative way to play is as elf with best friend perk. Well, I'm cool with how I'm playing it. We'll see. Well, let's read it. We have too long presumed Source as a virtuous part of the civil society. Yet, we need to look no further into the past than the Source King reign to understand the havoc such magics may wreak. One day, those another order must follow in the Source Hunter's footsteps. Sorcerers must be muted. The new model of Source colors provided by approving is most effective. The Source King insists there are no magics to file, even though that would block or even remove the source within an individual. In the light of this madness, it is an invitation to manipulate all which once believed immutable. He provides all manner of experimental subjects. Text beneath lists a series of hexes and materials required for muting the source. Some of those objects are circled with blank ink and noted as follows: helm, collar, mask, or crap megalomaniac. Crap megalomaniac, that sounds weird. Either way, I'm happy when I'm playing at the moment. We'll see. I mean, it is a playthrough, I mean.
No, not the final dark. Not yet.
Reassure her. You'll get her out of here if you can.
It's no use. Your words do not seem to reach her.
The dice roll darkly. They're rolling for me.
Let's head to the... You've unfollowed me. Oh god. Well, I don't know if you're worthy of my stream then. Dear Pelagius. Can't say it. I'm going to bed.
Damn. That doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards. Gods damn it. Need to get off this wreck. Quick.
Great God, something's pounding on the hull!
The The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You recognize the symbol immediately for what it is, a warning of death fog within. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey. The color drains from your hand, and you are left numb.
Consider following from Twitch. Feel free to follow me. Pull open the door.
It doesn't budge.
Okay. I can't open the door. Okay, there's no way I can. Okay, I got it.
The hound paws desperately at its snout. It winces as it draws blood from its wet black nose and continues scratching.
Call out to a hound to ask if it's what the matter.
The dog notices you for the first time and snarls, the hairs on its back prickling as it lowers itself into a lunge. It sneezes suddenly and paws at its nose once more.
Can't smell. Can't breathe. Too much sauce. Too much. Too much. Please, make it stop. Oh.
Tell the dog you're not one doing this. Good stuff if you could.
The dog whines and continues pawing at its nose.
I'm gonna take everything. I can't open. Take the barrel of water. Remove the fire. Okay, cool. Well, why didn't I think of that? Well, either way, time to go. So, okay, let me go over there. Let me try to do. Oh, that one has.
The moment you touch the door,
Yeah, I can't open that one. Moving containers and paints. Okay, understood. Let's get up there. Okay, I could try to attack it. Attack. Let's try. Well, it's gonna take a long while. Okay, I could. Oh, yeah, I know. I see what you mean. Okay, yeah, that's the way. Good thinking.
you pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead. The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering to himself.
No, no, no! What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid! No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first time.
Oh. Yes? Shouldn't you be running or screaming or some such?
Grab whatever is close to your hand and move to attack the undead monster. Ask if he shouldn't be doing the same. The ship is going down.
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from page to page.
I know your god did not gift you with much, but kindly use the little you were given. Do you look at me and think, why yes, there is someone with organs enough to drown? Trifling matters like water and poison do not concern me. No, damp robes are the most I have to fear. Once this glorified skiff hits the sea floor, I will simply walk to shore. Whereas you, I believe, have lifeboats to pointlessly squabble over.
Ask why you didn't see him before. He kinda stands out. Snap that at least you're doing something. He could be saving lives instead of just reading. He's right, the ship is going down. You don't have time for chit chat, okay?
The skeleton holds up his book in one quick, frustrated movement.
I am trying to discover if there is anyone worth saving, and I will be damned if I let the lives of some mayflies get in my way.
Is it Darcy? Damn. How are you doing, man?
Go on, go. Swim or drown or do whatever takes your fancy. I have a book to read.
Okay. We're not getting his help, that's for sure. Well, we do have a skull mark key, and now I can go and open that door. So Tanya, how are you doing?
The moment you touch the door, your belly goes hollow and your skin goes pale. The door groans open, but an ashen shadow clouds your mind.
Troubled Waters journal daisies. Let me see what they put in. I am bound to by the magical card that cannot be removed. Troubled Waters. Where are we now? One of the cabins had become infested with tentacles, some sort of lethal fog. We should keep our... I'm going to take a good check there. I'm gonna load him and then I'm gonna get out of there. I'm liking this game. I'm still discovering it. I haven't played it too much, so... Oh, and you're having the flu. That's not cool. I'm doing good, I'm doing good. It's weekend, you know, so it's a long weekend for me, so looking forward to that. Door lock can be broken. Okay, so I can break that lock as well. Thank you, Plagueis. I'm still discovering it. It's I heard it's about 200 hours of gameplay, so I don't think that I should be saying, hey, yeah, I'm liking it, I don't like it. I think I'll have to figure it out. It's from the Belgian game studio, so that's kind of made it even more appealing to start playing it. So yeah, I tweeted it out. I don't think I'll have to buy any new games this year.
Thank the gods. By divine grace, who was that howling?
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Looks a bit like Diablo, and I think it plays more like those old school RPGs. So it's a lot of narrative and lots of dialogue and making choices, basically. You can create whatever character you want out of 4 or 5 races, I think. You can play an undead character even, so it's quite broad on that matter. And it has a lot in common with things like Dungeons and Dragons, real RPG stuff. So yeah, you can do whatever. But it is turn-based, so I guess that's where you get off on that time of gameplay.
Another sorcerer!
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, they're all voiced. That's crazy, indeed. Motion to the destruction around you. What's going on here? What has he seen? Finger your collar. You could help him if he can get this stupid device off you. Try your weapon and be done with him. I'm going to motion destruction around you.
Like you don't know? Mutiny! Did that witch fix your collar too?
No, that's right. There's a mutiny. And if he wants to his family again, he'll send down intelligence. Tell him there is no mutiny. You almost died to that this woman's hands. Okay, I'm going with strength. I'm going with strength. Persuasion failure.
Your lies end here.
And okay. So I have my actions I can do. I can use a fire arrow. Burning for 1 turn's damage. Basic attack. That takes 3 action points. Oh yeah. I could use a fire arrow, a poison arrow. You know what? I'm going to pin someone down. I'm going to pin him down. And then I can use the bit of movement that I still have to get back here. It's my turn again. Can use a normal attack. Master's Riggs used all in. Bastard. I hope I don't. Oh god. No, no. Not the dog, please. What can I do? Fossil strike. How is he doing health-wise? I could take him down. Oh, come on. He's going to bring me down, motherfucker. I'm dead. I'm dead. God. I didn't even get by the tutorial and I'm dead already. Okay. So yeah, I can load this one. Okay. That's not what I intended to do. Those kind of games. Well. Seems that I'm not too good at playing games now. Let me take. Let's equip this one. I'm going to do that part again because all the dialogue options that he created. Let me take loot tractor. How fun it is on hard difficulty. You're not playing this on hard difficulty, are you, Pelagius? I hope you don't. I really hope you don't. So, Tanya, what games are you playing right now?
You pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. The skeleton is...
No. It catches fire.
The skeleton.
Oh.
I'm just going quickly through this because I'm going
you
to
be
use.
running or screaming or some sort?
The skeleton grows.
I know you're. Do you look at no? Whereas you, I believe, have lifeboats to pointlessly squabble over.
The skeleton holds up.
Okay, yeah, that was the end of my. Let me go there. Open that door. Didn't really play anything lately, but I am
the moment you touch the door,
up
your
14 more games.
and your skin
Games at the
goes
moment.
pale.
Okay.
The door grows.
Feel free to let me know whenever. But get well soon. Okay, so those are tentacles. Tentacles! Yeah. course. Is it like a quick save? Yeah, okay, I've used the quick save this time around. Already did this one. Well, yes, we'll see. Yeah, of course, man. Of course. Open. Attack. So you have any fever, or is just feeling sickly?
Thank gods. By divine grace, who was that howling?
I played for 3 hours now on hard. Got to the point where I can't progress any further. Because every fight I have left, I spend too many resources. Much more I'd be willing to normal bring though. Welcome to the normal club, Pelagius. Welcome. Well, you're always welcome to our club of normality. Always. It's crazy, yeah, the headache is at times. My back and hips hurt a lot. Issues breathing, that's mostly it. No fever so far. Guess my body is fighting it. Well, yeah, I hope it stays that way. Really do. Take care of it and get enough rest. That's important. That's the guy who died on a tutorial. Don't fight your allies, Pelagius. Don't fight him. Don't fight him. It won't help you. It truly won't. That's okay, still have a bunch of things to do. Yeah. But take it easy. I mean, listen to your body. If your body starts aching, it wants to tell you something. Installing your Unity now and have a lost book I want to read. Well, those things can still be done tomorrow, remember? Yeah, no workout today, lol. Okay, so you're skipping workout. Yeah. Take it easy, bro. Don't push it. Thank the gods by divine grace. Who was that howling? And there's always Netflix. Yeah, indeed. Netflix and falling asleep because you need rest. You're very circly today, Trivia. Yeah, as always, Emo. I'm trying to be very circly. Circle is infinity. Infinity is the world. Hi, Emo. How are you doing?
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
I'm doing well. Weekend, you know. Long weekend for me, so looking good. How are you doing? Hey. Circling and reach towards his blade.
Another sorcerer!
Motion to the destruction around you. What's going on here? What has he seen? Bring in your college, you can help. Okay.
Like you don't know? Mutiny! Did that witch fix your collar too?
I'm going to tell him there is no mutiny. You almost died at this woman's hands for once. Equation failure, of course.
Your lies and...
It's my turn to start off with. Oh shit. Did I just lose to fucking hell? Anything like Missile Strike. Someone so cannot source muted. Fuck. It really is just too far, really. Come on. One action point. Okay, that should be more than enough. And I'm going to use a fire arrow to attack him. And I'm going to get back here. That's one down. That's already better than last time round. I'm on antibiotics since a few days when they finally figured out. A long week, it's nice. I'm still recovering from being sick. Oh, you were sick. Right. Dermy fixing. No clue that is in English. Oh, sounds painful indeed. Antibiotics in a few days when they finally figured out. So it should be over soon. I hope it is. Didn't know this game was turn-based. Yeah, it is. Then again, I don't know this game at all. Well, it's a lot like D&D, which is also turn-based in a way. Let's move a bit back. Okay. Oh, some damage. He's got 8. 2 arrows should be enough. I'm poisoned as well, though. Don't tell me I'm going to die again. Don't you kill me again. Oh, come on, really? Ah, okay, let's load again. How about Darkest Dungeon, by the way? Oh, you're part of Darkest Dungeons, cool. Yeah, I'm going to die on the same spot again. I know, Pelagius, I know. Darkest Dungeon, well... You don't know who I am, I know who the enemy is. Yeah. Hey, yeah, indeed, that's a good point. You don't really see it in this game. Yeah. Okay, so... Change of strategy. I'm going to go to the other door. I'm going to close this door. Can I close that door as well? Yeah, I can close that door as well. And I'm going to change my weapons for once. Oh, you know what? Attack.
Thank the gods! But a fine grace, what was...
Am I wet? Well, Emo. Yes, I am. My player's character is entirely wet because of running into seawater. You like that, don't you? Okay, gonna lay down a bit. Back is killing me again. Okay. The installment is taking ages, so take care, everyone. Tanya, take care as well, and I hope you get better soon. So, yeah, see you soon, and take care of yourself. You got
another sorcerer.
The Magister's companion doesn't blink.
Motion instruction around you. Okay,
Rix grabs his sword,
and I'm
which
going
shakes
to.
in the rhythm of his trembling hand.
I'm going to use my wits. Telling Magister C1 is injured, and she asks you to go and find help.
The Magisters look to him.
Your lies end here.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to do the first action, sing. Okay. I'm going to use a normal arrow to attack him again. Richard is playing as sorcerer. In the world, various attraction illumination there. I should have some movement left. Okay, I can move 5 meters. Final action point. Okay, cool. Okay. That's not too bad. What's this? Elemental arrowheads. Like a silver melee radius for 1 turn. Elemental damage matching. Defense. Yeah, I don't know what that's gonna do. I could try that fossil strike. I'm going to use 1 arrow. How many action points? 3 action points. I'm going to use 1 action point to gain distance to him. Going to use this. And then I still have 1 action point to get here. And he seems slowed. Oh. And he still got 8, so I'm going to use Poison Arrow. Passing is interrupted. I need. It's gonna take 2 arrows. I wanna stay far away of him. That should bring him down. And turn. He's down. Finally, I'm gonna quick save this. Jesus Christ. That's the first fight, really? Basically, if you used elemental arrows, that attack would have done even more damage. Would it? That's good to know. I'll try to think of that.
You thought Rivellon was flat.
Alexander. Just in case we forget who holds us captive. Alexander. Just in case we forget who holds us captive.
Let me have a look what's down here. What's in here? Open! Let's open the crate. There must be something in here. A bowstring. And I want to keep more than 1 bowstring on hand. Even his bowstring, that's not okay. It won't last forever. Okay, let me take all of that. Inventory, and I'm going to equip those gloves. So I got gloves now as well. Which reminds me, I need to go and get the buckets when I'm down there. I was planning on buying 1080 Ti to go with it. Okay, so guys, I need to inform opinions. The new i5s or Ryzen 5700s have really good things. I've heard really good things about the i5s. Or maybe even i7, depending on the price. Gonna make a whole new build, so the motherboard requirements is not an issue. Was planning on buying a 1080 Ti. Whoa, that's good. That thing needs some serious power to really shine. i7, I think, can do it, no problem. Yeah, I wanna make a pretty strong build to be PR ready. i6 got it, i5, i5. If you're going, well, I think an i5 should be powerful enough to do VR, because VR is really depending on the graphical processor, so your graphics card. I would go with a 180 for the graphics card for sure. Yeah, you could take the i7 to be sure, indeed. And the i7 will also give you virtualization, so if you want to run VMs, you can do it on that one as well. I don't know if you need to run VMs for you, so I most certainly do. So yeah, I'm running VMs most of the time. That's why I was saying that. Cool. Nothing here. Ah, shabby letter. Oh, let me have a look at the letter. Read. Murtoff, dead fucked barrels have been locked down in storage. Stay out. You and Rick both. If anyone starts fooling around down there, it'll be lights out. Captain Colin. Dead frogs barrels have been locked down in storage. Where the hell is storage? Anything else here? Yeah, there's a letter over here as well. Let's read that one. Read. My sweet Stefan, as I write this letter, we near the Isle. By the time the owl delivers it, I will be but a day away. I have heard Alexander's orders just as you said I should. But I think Lucian often would... but I think of Lucian often. Hey, whoa. Would the Divine have condoned us? Would we have blessed us as we ripped children from their mothers? Can this be the only way? I feel cold, inside and out. Of one thing I am certain, your arms will be warm when I find you again. Rix, with love, Rix. Ooh. Well, you can... I might be... VMs for what? Yeah, probably. Well, I use VMs quite often. Well, you can go for an i9 to be absolutely sure, and I'll set for the next few years. The guys know much about VR and which one stands out at the moment. Well, I think, Deluxe isn't around, but I know that Deluxe has HTC Vive, and I heard pretty good things about that one. Wait, or new character. Take a lot. HTC or PSVR should be good. Oculus Rift got into some sort of dispute with Steam, so yeah. Is there anything still here? Okay, cool. I'm gonna quick save. Okay, let's go out there. Well, you know what? I'm going to try to. He's almost done. one is down as well. I'm going to take a potion. And I'm going to use... Can't shoot him. That was great. And it's going down on this one. Okay, he's also down. Yeah, HC is something I was looking into. I've come across Samsung Odyssey and it looks impressive as well since it has spatial sound as well. Not sure if HC has that. No, right, don't really. Yeah, that's one final giant battle. Okay, I've got another scroll. Let's see what loot tractor. Didn't have anything with it. Loot tractor. Okay. Let's equip this one. Okay. Let's go over there. Okay. No point in going there. Any potion wasted. Yeah.
That means there's still a chance.
Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
Oh.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
Cold War with Yellow Blade covered. You'll return to the lower deck and check for survivors. Yeah, I'm going for that.
Thank you. There's a ladder right over there.
You're gonna be the death of us.
Okay, I'm going to do that first though. I don't know if it's on timer. If it is, I have the quick save. Come back to. You think so? Okay, you care too much. Okay, I'm going to lose one of them here. Drop. Okay. I didn't know you could remove those. Yeah, one at a time indeed. I didn't know that. I mean, so that's the cool thing about this game. It has so many mechanics that they don't explain, that you need to figure out. And if you're lucky, you have somebody in chat that will be able to help you. Makeshift one. Okay, let's get it back down there. Let's go back down there. Let's go and help the real ones. So yeah, VR builds, that sounds so pretty awesome. Have you played any VR before, Imo? Okay, let's go and help her as well.
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound. The Magister lies on...
Okay, I can't.
If you can walk,
Get yourself up the ladder. There's a... Wait! Voidwoken!
Okay, let me attack that one. Come on, really?
I thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary.
Let the games begin.
I've not. I wouldn't know where I can or anyone who has one. Yeah. I am lucky enough that I have a friend of mine who has a PlayStation VR, and I played it for about an hour or so, and I didn't get motion sick, so that's good.
They who are about to try.
I would try it out before you invest in it, though. God.
These beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch.
How? Jesus fucking Christ. Well, that one is down. I just have. The best VR experience today is Resident Evil 7. Yo, it's a game that's fully has been designed for VR, and there aren't too many games that have been designed for VR at this point. VR games, but it's more like yeah, that's the point. So that many bigger games are not really out there that much. So I think if you would invest in it, consider yourself an early adopter. Where is the fucking... No, it's there.
I hear something. It's Magister Siwan, the one who put on this damn collar.
She tries to speak, but can only gape as she clutches her neck, trying to stem the bleeding of a gushing wound.
Look around for some way to help
With
her.
jagged movements, she raises her clenched fist and holds out a length of cloth, soaked with some kind of strong-smelling tincture.
Oh, that's fine. Take the cloth.
Blood quickly soaks through the cloth. Magister Siwan's mouth opens and closes, her eyes wide in terror.
Hold the cloth tighter to the wound, unravel the blood-red cloth, and wrap it snugly around her neck like a tourniquet. Okay, slit her throat. Better to end it quickly.
It's working. The pressure is stemming the flow of blood. Siwan clutches your arm, her eyes locked with yours. Something within the ship snaps. The floorboards shudder.
Continue holding the wound. Take Sylvan's hand and try to help her stand.
Siwan struggles to her feet, clinging to you tightly. The ship lets out a deep groan, then cracks.
It's ripping the ship apart.
I mean, can't you? Well, GG, I'd say.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead.
Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
Well, for movies, look at it like this. If you have a headset on for an hour and a half, stuck to your face, you'll be sweating a lot. I don't know if that's the way you would like to experience a movie.
So the Order's right about one thing. We attract Voidwoken. Am I the lone survivor?
Well, Horn is quite a hype actually in the VR world at the moment, apparently. So, okay, I'm gonna do a proper save. One hour in. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick break. I'll be back in like 5 to 10 minutes. 5 minutes, what I was saying. 10 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, something like that. I'm gonna grab myself something to drink because my bottle of water is empty as well. I'm gonna take a quick sanitary break and I'll be back for more Divine gameplay. I'm really liking it. I have to say, it's cool. It's hard, but it's cool. It's not as bad as Darkest Dungeons, though. Good luck with Darkest Dungeons, Emo. And remember one thing. Don't rage at the game, rage at yourself. It is damn hard and lots of RNG. But you'll like it. I played it for 80 hours or so on stream, so... And I survived. Okay, see you around, and I'm gonna be in Mikla on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday next week. So I don't know how long you're still out, but if you're there any of those days, feel free to say and come and say hi. Okay, talk to you soon. Because the strike's here. Cool. I'm back. Let me take off my glasses. I don't really need it for this game. Not like I have to see every pixel. Topinagis, how was your week? Let's have a look around. Waypoints. You've discovered a waypoint. Playing combat will bring you to the nearest waypoints. You can also quickly travel between waypoints. Okay, cool. Understood. Ancient statue of Brachus Rex.
Any man who put his likeness in stone is a fool in my book.
Have a look. I can't take a proper look at the face now.
Imagine having the gall to want 100 generations gazing at your own face. Imagine having the gall to want 100 generations gazing at your own face. Garbage.
Open. Another bowstring. Cool. Let's see if there are any other survivors or anything. Great, open it up. Nothing in there, really? Oh, there's a barrel over there, open. We have arrow shafts, they call. Sight range indicator. There are enemies ahead. Press left shift to see the enemy's sight range. You can sneak into transparent red areas by pressing C. Combat will start at the moment you enter opaque red zone, and thus are spotted. Okay, understood. Okay, no, okay, that's how it works.
Void Woken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore.
I got the jump on them, that's good.
I'll yield to none.
You're back as well? Cool.
Ifan.
Oh, he knows my name. Oh, it gets an attack on me. Fuck that. What the hell? Of course, he only does. Fuck this. Jesus fucking. Those are brutal. Understood. Could flee, but no way.
I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep.
Okay, so every time in the end I'm going to... Okay. Let me have a look in my inventory. Okay. You've just gained a level. Press I to enhance your stats and abilities. You just happened to level up. Thank you. Okay, no, it's not every time. It's only when you level up. Okay, cool. Abilities. Abilities shape what your character can do and how well it can do it. And that's this. Okay, so okay, I've got 2 of these. What's this? Strength. Strength increases your damage with strength-based weapons and skills, and arrows you to lift heavier. Finesse. Finesse increases your damage on finesse-based weapons. Currently, finesse-based can do 10% more damage. Cool. Intelligence determines intelligence-based damage. Level up while still in fight, you'll gain some HP on protection bars. Okay, cool. Oh, this is finesse-based weapon, I guess. Yeah, it skills with finesse. And I guess this does too. All finesse. I got a finesse build, so I think I'm going to invest my first ones in finesse. Be more much more powerful. Okay, cool. I'll take the toy crossbow then. Cool. And I'm going to increase the finesse. My finesse. Okay. I got one, and I'm going to put it into ranged. Then we got one more here, and that's Charmless Luck, Craftsmanship, Lore Master. Okay, so you got bartering. Bartering improves your haggling skills with each point invested. Become cheaper. Lucky Charm. Increase the likelihood of finding extra treasure. Persuasion. Persuasion helps you to convince characters to do your bidding in dialogues and to increase how much characters like you. Lore Master. Lore Master identifies items and allows you to identify items. Increasing Lore Master allows you to identify more and faster. Telekinesis, and we got sneaking as well. Sneaking determines how. Thievery. Thievery improves your lock picking and pickpocketing. I think I might go with sneaking for now. Okay, and I'm going with thievery. Nah. Okay. Cool.
The face is familiar. What's left of it? He was aboard the ship.
I got a healing potion back. Really not that cool. Okay. Let me quick save, by the way. I've already looted that one. Craft weaponry, die by the sword. Use to learn about crafting. Okay, cool. Read. A word of advice to the badly armed: tie your knife or shiv, if that's all you have, to a stick or a branch, and now you've got a sword. Swords. Red Prince is over there.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep.
Okay, I thought it was pretty cool. The awesome thing is in some in dialogues you can use a selected companion to do the talking, not just your character. Oh, that's cool indeed. Greet him heartily and say you're glad to see he survived shipwreck. Merc and tell him his slave come to report for duty. He's the one that took you by the jaw and sized you up like a damn horse. They've got a bone to pick with him. Great with him. I mean, let's be subtle about this. He probably lost his mate.
The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have, had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Tell him you were glad to help and doesn't do to stand idly by when people are in danger. Go off and say he owes you a bit more than gratitude.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we? Nevertheless, one good turn does deserve another, so as far as the whole slave business is concerned, let's just forget about it. You may as well have your freedom. Now then, if there's nothing further...
Ask what he's doing here, standing on that rock. Wonder what he plans to do next. I'm wondering what he's doing on that rock, to be honest.
I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident I was gazing out over the waves.
I really like his humor. You're like, oh, you were wondering what I was doing. Yeah, I was just doing what you saw me doing. So it was quite obvious, really. That's the second time he does that, motherfucker. Finding what he's really doing.
He sighs dramatically.
I'm not surprised by that.
Tell me. What do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean?
Say that you see memories childhood spent in the sun. Say that as of last night, you see a kraken-infested wasteland you never want to go near again. Say you see a bunch of bad ways to die. I'm going for that one.
Quite. Which goes for the dry parts round here too, I imagine.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost.
Ask what he means by lost exactly. Tell him that's a rather specific vision he has there. Why an empire? For I can say people see castles in the sky. Might as well see them in the sea. Ask what he means with lost exactly.
What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual
he does that
empire
every fucking time.
that I lost.
Every fucking time he's going to do that, I know
Suddenly,
it for sure.
Having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Uh-huh.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am?
Shake your head, you have no idea who he is. Not enthusiastically, of course you do. You recall him, that's a famous king? Someone who had an empire to lose. Tell him you don't run with that kind of crowd. No, man. Shake your head, you have no idea who he is. Or I could just I mean, the second one is just a joke, really. I'm going for the first one.
Oh, may the Seven have mercy on their own creation.
Oh, sorry.
I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World Tamer, the spouse of the sun.
Oh, where's your son?
Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment.
Really?
The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have.
Invite him to travel with you. Maybe you can even help him win his throne back. Say that you too have this, and that's to sort out. Okay. He's welcome to tag along if he wants. Say it's been absolutely riveting, but you have to dash. I'm going with the first one.
Truly. A kind offer indeed. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You came back for the others on that ship after all.
Well, now didn't I?
Fine. I accept. On one condition.
Oh, and that is?
For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer. One of the mystics of my kind.
Oh, really?
I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company.
Promise him. Say you can't promise it exactly, but you'll keep his request in mind. Let him say your interest trump his. I'm going with the second one.
You do tend to beat around the bush, don't you? Oh well, that wishy-washy answer will have to do then.
Oh, well, it will.
So, now that that's settled, first things first. Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes without saying. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic and, yes, even subterfuge. What say you?
The fighter sounds perfect. He should stay true to his vocation. Say that he's interested in someone with a little muscle. Ask if he's martial experience. Say you're interested in a little finesse. I mean, stay who you are, man.
Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
Well, that's settled.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be traveling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, My Lord.
That it is. Hi, MK. How are you doing, man?
As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further ado, let us be off.
Came in for Stripwise, now did you, MK? Oh, let me wake her up. Strippy! Strippy! MK is here for you. Wait. MK, I must convey this message to you by Strippy here, that she is not properly dressed to meet you at this point. Lack of L is, stuff is triggering me so much. The lack of L stuff. Which L? How are you doing, MKL? Oh yeah, the MK there. Okay, I saw it. Sorry. Sorry. Is there any other message you want me to convey to Strippy? Feel free to express it right now. I will convey your message to her. I mean, she's standing there in the door, so I mean, Any message? Okay, cool. MK says he wants his fucking ring back. Well, you shouldn't have given her it in the first place. You know how she is about precious stuff. She keeps it to herself, or she gives it to me, to Pimpwise, who is sitting in the couch in the living room. So, you know how they are. It's okay, Pimpy. It's okay. Well, glad to see you here on stream as well. When I can withdraw online. Okay, then, I mean, happy to hear that. I mean, you know her.
A black cat. Maybe my luck is about to change.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
What? How did I get... Hey, stop following me. Me? I know who I am. But at least I think I do. Sometimes it feels like... No, I know who I am. Who are you?
I'll explain that you're just trying to stay ahead of the game. Or explain that you're here to fight another battle. Telling me a man trying to survive.
Ahead? No, not here. You won't be able to... Won't be...
The cat shakes its head, as if trying to wake up from a deep sleep. The cat opens his mouth as if to speak, but his eyes lose focus, and with a jerk he turns away from you.
Okay.
The cat's eyes are clouded and...
What's going on?
Okay.
The cat's eyes are clouded...
Okay. Let's see who's down the beach.
Hey, mister. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh?
That's
I'm
true.
sure glad you went back to save the others. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi for me. Now, where shall I put this one?
I can't go farther than here, apparently. Well, she's up there. Well, there's an entire encampment here.
Alexander. But wait, he's too well protected here.
I would not dream of subverting our cause.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Step forward, saying this is injustice and base cruelty, those words. Shout at whatever she's telling truth or lies. You won't find it out by mutilating her. Ivan, this isn't the right moment to make yourself known. You keep your head down and mouth shut. Wins, if they want information, gold and torture. Presumably it's a treachery. I'm gonna have to be quiet. In character. I mean, he's my target.
Bishop Alexander idly glances in your direction, curiosity on his face. Recognition seems to flicker in his eyes for a moment, but then he shakes his head and looks back towards Dallis. Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Did she cut her own tongue out?
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallis?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What a waste.
Right, so Chrome wasn't happy with me not updating for ages. Inside to go haywire. You can pardon an explanation marks.
Where is he?
The Lizard Magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
Leadership's marking your territory. Now we know who the real leader is around here. His Majesty almost vicious enough to join the Lone Wolves. Better her than me. Leadership is marking your territory, that's for sure.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
God. Meanwhile, I was writing, is this actual Divinity Original Sin 2? It's nothing what the trailer on Steam depicts to be with cinematic. There are rarely cinematics in Original Sin. It was also the case for first game, apparently. Quick save.
Come on, old man. I can't wait all day.
I haven't watched the cinematics, to be honest.
Did you see them, sir? Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself, they were so close,
Hammer?
almost within arm's reach.
So you must have missed out the fun. Ask who he means. Matter you saw some craven bullies stand on a power trip. Yeah, that's it.
Whatever do you mean by that?
Say you've seen Divinity wielded as a weapon before. It's not a good look. It's near that an inmate with respect for authority is a fairly pitiful sight to behold. Smile disarmingly, say that you're just making conversation.
The man shudders with the revulsion of a zealot, eyes rolling with disbelief.
You take that back! You take it! Well, it's not my job. The Hammer will change your attitude soon enough, you'll see.
Oh, that's Hammer's job then.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey.
What's good?
Okay, still.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name.
This is not your business, Long Pig.
Don't let this moss muncher talk to you like that. Especially a cheapskate like this one. Griff already knows she don't like to pay her fair share. Pay up, Elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you.
Ask why the elf owes his money. Ask after his griff. Tell the elf she should pay up. Rules are rules. Say this sounds like little more than a shakedown in disguise. Look away. You know how this little scene plays out. It's not pretty. Roll up your sleeve. Nothing like a fist fight to clear up the end of the What's the Long Pig? It's a human. The human is the Long Pig. And rightfully so. We have most of our organs look the same as for pigs. Oh, it's not that weird. Tell the elf she should pay up. So ask after this Griff.
Runs the kitchen. Means he runs me, you, and everyone else in camp. Everyone in camp's got to contribute. For food, for protection, no exceptions. Especially not for elves.
Are you racist?
Griff's orders.
Food? Protection? I have neither.
It sounds a little like more than a shakedown in disguise. I didn't know that I had a snout, a wiggly tail, or belly fat. I know several people who do though. Nice one, MK. Oh, that's a good one. Oh God, I would really. Wow. Seriously, am I gonna stick my head out and then die? Oh well, I am actually.
You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the Magisters enforcing round here. A fool never knows what they've got till it's well and gone. Now come on, Elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
Turn to the elf and frown. Isn't she Ella the Impaler of Oldwood? The faint assassins of the world. I'm gonna wait for a fourth one.
Why, yes. Of course I am. All my life.
Elodie? Oldwood? Impaler?
Yeah, get out of here.
He shifts uncomfortably.
Ah, get out of here, will ya? You ain't worth my time, neither are you.
The elf smiles and bows to you in thanks.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
Crime and punishment. If you take a touch of property that isn't yours, be aware of the consequences. Yep. Ah, damn it.
From the din outside.
No one tells me there are so many children in this Fort Joy. Your kind I handle, but small ones.
Shuriken Seikins aren't so bad. Sure, I can agree. Shuriken kids are bad.
Stay in this cave a while longer. Provoke Modi, the wild one who runs like his clothes catch fire. I see how you feel.
See you in a bit, Kale.
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Rare is the human who goes against their own for an elf.
Tell her it was nothing.
She smiles, warily.
You should.
I won't forget your aid, friend. Perhaps I can be of aid to you.
Ask if he knows of a way out of the fort. Say you'd like to know who's in charge around here. Ask her how she came to Fort Joy. Take your leave. I want to know how she came here and why she came here.
It gives me great pain. I'm with my family. We are making beautiful magic. We are healing a tree cut down with great violence. The Magisters come. My family runs, but I fall. My son looks back. I shout to him to run. I am taken.
That's a weird way of telling a story. Gives me great pain. I am with my family. We are making beautiful magic. We are healing the tree cut down with great violence. The magisters come. My family runs, but I fall. My son looks back. I shout him to run. It's really like a depiction of events. That's weird. That's not human. Okay. Ask if she knows any way forward. They would like to know who's in charge around here. I want to know.
I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs I can stand, but I fear the Magisters.
They would like to know who's in charge around here.
In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. In the camp, the brute Griff rules. He who gives the bread has the power. Wait, before you go.
Nope.
I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. For you, a prize. I save it for a special occasion, but I can think of no finer occasion than this.
Well?
Thank you.
Well, I have to say thank you. It's quite special for me. Whoa! You choose your reward. You will receive. So rawhide skill armor, robust in design. Chainmail armor is perennial favorite of fighters. Rope. I've got my toad crow. Range 30 meter. I think I'm going for some more armor. I think that was just fine. Equip. That's better. Range scroll. Create a spreading water surface, dices fire, or what's that use? Oh, cool. Sahila. Let's talk to Sahila.
The young girl's eyes are covered, but she turns towards you when you approach.
I'll
She
come back.
smiles as though she recognizes you, though she couldn't have seen your face.
Ah, hello. Quite the blood-soaked journey has led you here. You are not who you once were.
Thank you for the host,
and I sense
Marl.
you're not yet who you will be.
Thank you for the host. Tell her that's none of her business. Let's let her here. You're not. If I narrow your eyes, ask how she knows about abusing power stance. Oh, okay. I didn't know you were a mod in Marl's channel. Thank you for the host, MKL. Narrow your eyes. Ask how she knows about your past and senses your future.
I see it before my eyes.
I don't know, I'm not here to talk about your private life. Say you've heard Farseeing as much as burden as a gift. Say you don't believe in Farseeing. Change the subject. Ask her if your future is less bloody than your past. Yeah, that's a good question.
Wary all of a sudden, she takes a step back from you.
I cannot offer you much more than my sympathies. Our fates are intertwined, yours and mine. This clouds my vision.
Port Joy. Out of Port Joy.
Her eyebrows shoot up.
There can be a way. Amiro knows. But he is gone. Do you see him? He knows how to leave.
Ask about this Amaro.
My protector, my friend. An elf like me, with a spirit bright as new leaves. He tries to help me, to save me, and he suffers very much.
Okay.
He is caught by those who hurt him. I wish so much for his return. And he tells you what you seek. A way out.
Promise you'll help her friend. Say you'll consider her request. Say you don't want to get mixed up into their troubles. Oh.
I know I can trust you. I see it before my eyes.
Like Skype avatar? How do you mean? Like round, you mean? That's a little trick that I did to my webcam. And OBS. Can do it like that. I like it because it doesn't take up that much space in the UI. I prefer it like that, to be honest. Because otherwise it's all cam and no gameplay.
I see something that helps. I see a lizard. He is a lizard of many dreams, of far feeling. You do not free Amiro without him.
Well, she turned into bed now, I guess. I didn't hear her anymore after you asked for her. So, I guess she's sleeping. But maybe you see Strippy next time. Miro without him. I say you'd like to.
Yes, please ask.
What does she cover? Why does she cover her eyes?
I do not cover my eyes. I cover the place they used to be. They are gone now, taken. But I see all the same.
Oh. Ask you who took her eyes and why.
He is a very blind man. He sees things but not truth, not love or joy. I feel very sorry for him. You understand when you meet him after you escape.
Ask why she indulges hold open in the dank cave.
It is safer here. We make no trouble for Griff. He makes no trouble for us.
Comment that she speaks very strangely. Ask how she had come to Port Joy.
I knew we must be here. I am not sure how much to explain. You are here, and so we are here.
Thank you for a host, MK. Damn it, man. I must be racking up those hosts by now. Do you stream often, MKL? Comments that she speaks very strangely. Oh, no. I'm not going to say that. Take your leave.
Yes, by all means, let us partake in the art of conversation.
Tell you more, his need to find a dream. Almost as good as hosting from another stream. Yeah. Thank you. Tell him you'd like to go your separate ways, but for now, no. Tell him more about the dreamer.
There isn't much to say, but for the fact that I simply must. It's the portent of it all. I can feel it. The revelation will be world-changing. I just know it.
Smile, telling me you got him. He got
justified
curse.
it is too. You'll be a witness to wonders, I assure you.
I streamed Super Mario 64 speedrun stuff, and then Dark Souls 1 ages ago, and Super Mario Galaxy first playthrough at one point, but nothing for years. Well, if you ever stream again, I'll drop you a follow at the end of my stream, because I can't click outside of this window, otherwise I will lose the game capture.
As
but
certain
I
as the
will
sun,
give you.
such is my conviction. I
Cool.
I am glad to see you. You fill me with peace.
Okay, let me have a look at my journal. Cheating. The L. A bunch of wait. Our prince, I met a lizard known for the Red Prince. He has joined my party in the hopes that that's closed.
I feel him, but I do not see him.
Escape. We learned of Sahili. Perhaps she will know a way out from here. I'd only care about the Strippy follow, but I don't think she'd like that. Well, things can be arranged. Ask Pimpy. If you ask Pimpy, Pimpy can arrange you the follows of Strippy. I couldn't find a way to remove my color. No. Present elf, the elf Sahili has asked me to help her friend Amiro. Held captive somewhere nearby. She mentioned that the lizard of dreams and far seeing might be crucial to Amiro's release. So the dreamer as well. Take down, that's closed. As I drowned the mysterious voice, the voice saved me. No. Okay, cool.
Ah, my unlikely friend. What do you need?
Well, that's everything that I already asked her. Anything that I will still want to ask Sahili though.
I am glad to see you. You feel...
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's the main stuff out of the way, I guess. Oh. Guys. Level 3
You
trade.
are in the wrong place, Pinky.
Pinky? Really? Then we don't divine order while he needs not to fear you. Express your surprise in finding a fully armed lizard soldier inside the fort. Salute and ask his permission to enter the premise.
Military, are you? Be at ease here, and well met. Let me know if you need any armaments. I offer them to a fellow serviceman at a few coins discount.
Okay. Let's head back outside. MKL, I can't read that. I guess Japanese is not that fluent anymore. Might have been at some point, but it isn't anymore, I'm afraid.
So this is Fort Joy.
What a crumbling disaster.
Surely you'll have one.
Scram! Leave him be. Don't make me say it again. Listen, I can help you if you just... Shut up, elf.
Ask why he's being held here.
This clown? Caught him stealing from my kitchen. Still won't say where he stashed my supplies. Sound like someone you'd let off with a slap on the wrist.
Okay, how is he short at him? Ask what he's meant to have. Ask what he's meant to have stolen.
Supplies. Crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet.
Make a proposition. You'll find back the stolen supplies and Griffo will free the Amiro. Wonder if he'd really kill a man over a few pieces of fruit. Yeah, I'm not going to tempt him into doing that. Tell Griff he has no right to keep a man locked up in such bad conditions. I don't think that's going to work. I like Pimpy Soupy. You know. Okay, that's... make a proposition, you'll find the stone supplies.
All I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got yourself a deal.
Okay, I'm not gonna push him further.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted.
What's your hands, Pipsqueak? What are you loitering round here for?
So you're looking away, say you're looking for the stone supplies.
If Boss trusts you to find something for him, you better not disappoint him. You won't like him when he's disappointed.
Well, let's give his heard everything, anything about the corporate. It's strange that Griff's so angry about missing fruit.
Yeah, Boss is awful passionate about citrus. I can't get enough of the stuff.
Really? Ask why he doesn't seem to be concerned about Griff's missing items.
Boss will be fine. He's got himself in a fit state now, but as soon as another shipment comes in, he'll be right as rain. You mean that guy in the cage? Oh, I don't associate with elves. Fella says he's innocent, but you know how they lie.
You're fucking racist.
Hands out your pockets now.
Perhaps it goes bleeding dwarves did leave so much.
Make the hinges rust.
What did you say?
That's what happened, isn't it?
Bleeding snake.
Now, let's not get nasty. Greet's better off, I'm sure. Please, excuse us.
You're talking to me, not him, Sam.
Oh, for the love of Lucian, Balladeer. You're acting like a madman.
Oh.
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on.
Excuse yourself, sensing that the situation is about to escalate. Ask if he might be able to settle their arguments. Merc, this looks about to get interesting. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to settle. Always diplomat.
Piss off. Go
Really?
on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was
Oh,
messy?
God.
I'd rather puke myself to death 1,000 times than let the Reds get to me. If she were my wife, I'd be happy for her.
Get the Reds.
A flat smile twitches across
Oh,
Balladier's
God.
lips.
She never did like you.
Yep. Saw that one coming.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the nearly finished coffin, bloodied hammer in hand.
I would have done the same.
He nods at you and turns back to his handiwork. He lines up another nail and hammers it into the panel.
I'll be with you soon, love.
Take everything that I can because, I mean, hey, I'm wearing pants now. Threadbare pants and stained pants. Oh, let's go back to threadbare pants. Nope, don't want to be running around in soiled pants now, do we?
Ho ho! Ain't come to shake me down for my knickers, have you? You're all I got left after your buddies were through with me.
Hey, you're not one of the brutes harassing people here.
That's so. Huh. You look just like them. But then again, I never was the best at telling your kind apart. No harm intended, of course.
That's quite racist, this world.
The wizard's brow knits together, then apart, and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts, and doesn't look up as you approach.
I'm asking you if the ground is really that interesting at all. Upon his foot, no. Tap him on the shoulder, cough.
The ground? I don't know what you... I'm just trying to work it out. What happened? Why?
How's your lizard? What's on his mind?
My mind? What else, my friend? I'm wondering why. All of this. Source, the Voidwoken, the Divine. Why?
Say, why is a mystery? All that matters is what to do now. Say, you've often asked yourself the same question.
Naturally. How could one not? We've used Source for thousands of years. We have used it to heal, to grow. How can it be that it suddenly summons these horrors from the void? And when will Alexander ascend to divinity? We cannot continue like this. When another divine arises, will Source change back? What if there are no sorcerers? Yet so quickly, we find Source so dangerous.
What is this? You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone?
Hey, of course you aren't. You're talking to him.
Oh, very droll. Listen up. You must think me mad to approach a stranger, but this camp is full of cowards, and I'm running out of time. Fast. Too fast. Way too fast.
Point out that he's being a bit nervous.
You would be too if you'd been here as long as I have. In fact, you should be nervous if you're here at all. I know what they have planned for us, and it ain't pretty. I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. People get taken sometimes. Some folks say they get cured. Well, I don't know if I believe it, and I don't want to wait and find out. I have a way out of here. It won't be easy, and I need a partner. Just one. Are you interested?
Tell him that feels a little convenient, and how do you know it's not working for me? Just decline. You have a complaint you need to think about, and it's a bit too convenient.
Believe whatever you want. This may be your only chance at leaving this place. Take it or don't. Your loss, my friend.
Is that indigestion, or is it... Oh, God, not now.
Hey, I know you.
We have here.
Lohse, the dark-eyed jokester you met aboard the ship, waves enthusiastically and dips into a mock elegant curtsy.
Back then, I was Madame Josephine Gribbles de Pube.
Gribbles de Pube, you say? I
Iffen
was.
Ben Mezd, right? Glad to see you made it. Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape?
The rest is blurry.
I saw you fall. We all did. Thought you were done for.
Right,
When we get out of this place, I owe you a pint.
Well,
So you managed to swim to safety, is that it?
more
What
than
about
a
when you were in
pint,
the water?
really.
Didn't hear anything unusual, did you?
No, tell her there was a strange voice. It seemed that it wanted you to survive.
I heard the same thing.
Did you now? But you were on the boat, I think.
Do you know what this means? It means I'm not the only.
Lohse's
so?
voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. Her eyes lose focus, and her whole body goes rigid. She is stock still, waxy skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks.
Gently call out to her and ask if she's alright. That's
Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours, dark pupils dilated into great black voids. Light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey veins drain to pinkish flesh, and her whole body relaxes.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
Brown asked why is she acting so strangely. Tell her about you were discussing the shipwreck. You smell trouble here. Tell you need to get going.
Oh, yeah. It was a shipwreck, all right. Not much more to say about it, I guess. Papa Joris used to tell me, Losa, he'd say. Losa, you ever find yourself in a sinking ship, follow the rats. They'll find you a way out. Applies to a lot of situations, actually. Vermin tend to know what's what.
Well, that's a nice figure of speech. Ask if she can explain what she was doing just a moment ago.
Ah, it's nothing really. It's just... I'm just a bit hospitable.
Oh. Tell her she's going to have to elaborate. Waggle her rakish eyebrow and ask if she's implying you should make yourself at home. I'm going for the second one.
Ha! What I mean is, look, you've never been a host, right? That's because you're like a clump of leaves on the side of the road. That ain't bad, though. I'd give just about anything to be like you.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front, friendly lady at the door beckoning you in for half price.
Oh, really?
Like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied.
Oh, for disembodied. I'm not disembodied, though. Ask her who or what she was hosting a few moments ago. Yeah, I'm going to ask that one.
Now, isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just yet. I'll be surprised if it's a demon. Definitely not a sprite either. Maybe a spectre, but I wouldn't bet money on it.
Who the hell is she? What is she?
So, how are you enjoying the joy?
Say the Magister hold you in. Something about being a danger to yourself and society. Say you heard about heard the accommodation was exceptional and that you had to see for yourself. Say it would be more enjoyable if you had someone to get lay of the land with. I'm going for the third one.
Yeah? I was just thinking the same sort of thing.
Oh, right.
So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that.
Yeah, so sounds like it's good. Sounds like a good idea. Mention you're not sure about the travel companion with another Holy Spirit insider. Yeah, that's fine.
It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve, so you'll have to pick which one I'll pull out if, when, push comes to shove. Lately, I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be?
Someone interested. Ask if she knows much about magic. Pelagius, are you still here? What do you think is best with her? Enchanter? Or arcane arts? What shall we have her do? I think letting the game decide for itself might be the best. I'm going to take the first one.
So, we're good to go?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Well, that was easier than I thought. And I'll do my best to stay myself. Lead the way.
Well, great. Okay, guys, I'm gonna call it a day. And I'm gonna enjoy a bit of a peaceful evening. I will be back probably tomorrow with more of this. I'm really enjoying this game. Right up my alley. Lots of role playing and that's cool. Save game. Yeah, that's good. Lots of role playing, lots of story, and yeah, that's what I like, to be honest. I sure want to quit the game. Yep, I want to be sure that I do that. So yeah,